Hemanth, hello, and thanks for making
Hi.
time today. So, I've been hearing big words around you. President of Student Council at Loyola College, President of Vidya Alumni Youth Forum, face of Vidya, huge amount of co-scholastic participation in Vidya activities, and you are a working professional. How did this all come about, Hemanth?
Hello, Nivedita ma'am. So, first of all, I need to tell thank you for this opportunity to express my gratitude. And the one more thing, first, I need to thank my entire Vidya family. Because of Vidya family, today we both are meeting together. So, if without Vidya, it was impossible, and this moment will not be captured, right? So yeah, first of all, I need to tell, I need to express my gratitude to Vidya family. And one more thing, whenever I use a family word, always it's Vidya. So I have the family means for me the Vidya itself. So yes, ma'am. Um, yeah.
So how are you all of this at the same time and working? You I mean I as I mentioned, you're president of this and president of that and representative of this, and you're a working professional and you're a very young person. So how did this all come about? Tell me a little story about yourself.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, let me tell. Actually, so all this will happen because as I believe that everything will happen for a good cause. So this is a main word. I strongly believe in this. So the story behind, like, definitely, it was very sad. So very sad story. I can say that. So when I was in fifth standard, I lost my father, and we were like a small family by having two elder sister and my mother and my granny. So ours is a one of the community. I can say that weaving community. So then no one is in our entire family, no one is a graduated. So I was the person who graduated in my entire family, I can say that. So and I was the person who joined the corporate world in my entire family. So like when it comes to my background story, as I mentioned, I lost my father. So this is like if we lost a one pillar in our four pillars, so it will be very difficult. And my mom, she stood strongly and she helped us. She went to government's works and she took initiative and she has given a education for us. And when it comes to Vidya family, we have like around 10 years of relationship. I can say that 10 year of connection with the Vidya family. My two elder sisters are also part of Vidya alumni students, and my second elder sister, she's graduated from Loyola College. She is also Vidya scholarship student, and my first elder sister, she was a part of Vidya DP program.
So you're truly a Vidya
Yeah.
fan.
Yes, that's why in the beginning I mentioned I'm actually a Vidya family member, like old member, I can say that in Bangalore branch.
Yes. So, do share, what does it mean to you when we say that you are the student of the year and you are a volunteer in Vidya and then you are president of Vidya Alumni? What do these titles mean to you today when you're working in an MNC?
Yes, ma'am. Like, I can say that when we take as a responsibility in each areas and each fields, definitely we can able to achieve that. So I have faced many difficult situations. I can say that I was a person who failed in my first PUC, not even scored 20 marks in English. So now I can speak with the different clients in my workplace. And the second thing I have to highlight that I studied from 1 to 10 standard in Kannada medium government high school in my native place, that is in Bangalore rural. You know the situation how it works in rural areas when it comes to studies. So but yeah, I took a chance that to improve my communication, and I was the person who secured 15th rank in second PUC in Karnataka board, Bangalore South. Yeah, like why I'm mentioning all these things. A small boy from a poor family, the persons, no one has studied in his family, no one has taken initiative. And as I mentioned, there is no strong man to take a decision or to take a lead in the family. As I mentioned, my mother, she was a single parent, but yeah, she's took a challenge. She's took a responsibility to give a education for us. So yeah, all these things, when it comes to difficulties, when we face a more difficulties, when we face a more challenges, definitely we learn something in our life, right? Yeah, like that only, I improved my communication because we have a skill, we have a talent, just we have a lack of communication. If we learn the communication, definitely we will be the person who execute in front of the public, right? Yeah. So for that reason, in that reason, even you can connect with Nandini ma'am. When I joined with Vidya for the scholarship program for the first PUC, I'm not even greeting her in English. I just speaking with only in our local language, Kannada. And I cried like anything when I attend my first PUC exam because of the English writings as well and in the reading as well. So, but yeah, everything. And I took a mentorship from Vidya scholarship program under the program, and I took many mentorship from my college side. My friends and everyone are supported. Everyone are supported because of all their support. Hemant are still like alive. Means we are speaking together in English. I can say that. Yeah. So these are all difficulties. When we face more difficulties in our life, definitely we learn something. So that's how I learned when it comes to communication, when it comes to skill. And as I mentioned in the beginning, I was not a person who very interested in the sports because I'm very interested in my in the cultural activities. So I used to sing a folk songs, I used to sing a devotional songs, I used to sing all type of film songs, and I used to do a cultural dance, and I very mostly like to do a public speak. Mine is always like if I go to in my college days also everyone will say always this person is talkative. But the thing is, I was not good at in the English communication. But yeah, now I'm learning. But yeah, I have improved when it comes compared to earlier stage. So because of all these difficulties, I pointed out that the thing is first we have to learn communication. And first thing, once if we learn communication, the stage is for us. So we can celebrate in the stage because we have many things in our mind. Like when it comes to cultural things, it is not an easy thing to handle with a cultural program. And I took an initiative in the college to handle for the cultural programs, and I executed well, and I stood for the student election. And one more thing, I can proudly say that it is not. I'll not hesitate to say I am not good at in physics. I can say that I'm short and I'm thin. Okay, so always when you stand for the president post, definitely they'll see that how this person is eligible, like physically and mentally. Definitely they'll check. So see, this guy is too short, and how he become to stand for the president post. So these are many words I heard from the college. But when it comes to a speech, I have given the good speech, and I have explained them how currently we are facing an issue in the college and how we have to easily like it is not that we have when I become the president, I cannot against the college, I cannot against the students. So it is like always we have to balance with the two things. So the that strategic thing I implemented, and I got selected in the president post, and I lead 1 year president post in the college, and I can say that my all rest council parties, so they were to hide, and they were my seniors. Some of the my council members are my seniors, and they used to like they used to listen my words in the college. But and one more thing I need to mention, the amount of support will get from the college, that is also very important matter. So always it is not about always will go again when it becomes to a leading party, like leading role in the college, it is not always becomes to against go to against to the college, because we have many facilities from the college to give back to the students, right? So yeah, that skill we have to learn, and we have to utilize that for all for good cause for the students itself. So all these skills and all these knowledge and everything I learned because of the opportunities. The opportunities which I received, definitely I'll not miss for the 1% as well. 100%, 101% I'll utilize. And when it comes to Vidya also, so after I joined Vidya scholarship program, I was so silent guy. I used to go to the class, I used to attend the class, and I used to come back to the home. First, I observed everything. I understand the environment of Vidya, how it works. So then I started how I can give back to a Vidya. So I took an initiative. I took an initiative of giving a student, like I can say that in a small point, like in normal language. I used to take a attendance of the students. I used to give an inform like whether the student is need a English or whether the student need a help on accounts. Every students will not open up with the students. So I used to connect with the students and I used to inform to the Nandini ma'am. So in the next class, definitely Nandini ma'am will arrange for the account classes or arrange for the business classes. So this is how I took initiatives and responsibility. So all these things I learned many leadership skills as well. Yes, ma'am.
Wow. I can see how you can beautifully weave a story, start from one point and close that point very, very effectively. I'm wondering that Vidya has just celebrated 40 years of its existence. And
Yes.
the way it has empowered students like you over the last 40 years. I would love to hear a storyteller that you are, what is your vision for Vidya for next 40 years?
Yeah. Even I used to have a conversation with my mom. So when it comes to Vidya, will be the first preference in my family. If it comes to family matter as well, because always I'll tell when we were in poor condition, when we were need and help on that time, because as I mentioned, as a single parent it is difficult to give a education for the three children. Having a two elder sisters, it is very difficult on that time. Vidya helped us for the scholarship program. So even till day I used to tell my mom, whatever comes, first preference to Vidya itself. Like, not in terms of monetary, or I can go to the class, I can give a session, I can take a sessions, I can have just a word with students, actually what they need, and like how I can explain this to the staffs in the Vidya Center. Yeah, like when it comes to family, as I mentioned, always mine first preference will be to Vidya, not in terms of physically, or also sometimes I used to take a virtual class as well to the students. Sometimes I used to call to the Vidya staffs and I used to talk. So at least if you give a 5 minutes in a week, that's more enough. That's more enough. Yeah. And yes, ma'am, as I mentioned, when we were in poor condition, I can say that we were not good at it financially. So for this, with the help of Vidya scholarship, I joined to the English medium school, English medium college. And one more thing, after that, I used to go for the part-time job after completing my regular college hours, 4 o'clock. From 4 to 10, I used to go to the part-time work in a restaurant branch as a cashier, as a cleaner, restaurant cleaner. I worked 3 years like that. See, and one more thing, because of the working, it won't affect it to my studies. In my, as I mentioned, in second PUC, I secured 95 percentage overall, and I was the second highest secured mark secured person. And when it comes to degree as well, I was the person, as I mentioned, I become a secretary of the college. And along with that, in my academics, I was the highest scored person in my classroom. And still, I used to go to my part-time work. I used to handle a secretary job. I used to, and class lead. And there are many volunteering activities like NSS. I used to handle that as well. And again, I used to come back to home. Obviously, there will be many things to handle at home as well. So the one word, like when we take as a responsibility, definitely some peoples will do, some peoples will not do. Okay. So, but what I thought, it will be like daily routine. We'll not miss daily routine, right? Definitely we'll have a meal. Definitely we'll have a sleep. Definitely we'll entertain. Definitely we'll speak with some others. When it takes to volunteering work as a daily routine, so it won't miss. Our routine will won't miss, right? So this is how I implemented in my life. I can say that. So yeah, ma'am. Because of all these things, so currently still I'm doing all these things, and also after joining to corporate world, so that is also with the help of Vidya scholarship and Vidya organization. So my company is one of the donor. I'm not sure whether I need to mention the name or not because of the company's policies, because we are uploading in a social media. So yeah, so it is one of the investment banking. I can say that I can reveal. So because of my company is one of the donor to a Vidya organization, and I was working as a part timer, paid volunteer in Vidya itself. I have taken 500 plus students from 14 age to 60 age, including men and women. I used to take a computer class. It was like good experiences, and I used daily, if I meet any student still, they used to say good morning sir, good morning madam. Even the person is 30-year, even the person is 40-year-old, still they used to call me as sir. So that's the respect I earned in my life with the help of Vidya, I can say that. And after joining State Street, we all have given an interview. After completing our graduation, we joined in a company as an apprentice. It is a 1 year contract, and still it is not all about once we received, then we have not come back to the Vidya. After joining State Street, also we are the persons for any events, like even not sure whether that security guy and come open the door of the center. We will be there in 7 o'clock, or if it is 7:15 or 8 first. So, and we used to participate in many volunteering activities along with our organization. Even I can say that in last 2 weeks back, we went to one of the rural remote area. We spent there 2 days, and we helped them to the students in the school, and we have conducted the health camp. So these volunteering activities is never ended process, but the base will be always Vidya.
So what do you want Vidya? What can you imagine Vidya to become in the next few years? What is your dream for?
Uh,
What do you dream for?
yes, ma'am. Like, yeah, I can highlight one thing. Vidya is already succeed. Vidya is not in a working like successing process. It is already succeed because we are the example, right? Otherwise, if without Vidya, I will be like doing some weaving community, and I was the person who worked in some cycle shop or in the garage. Definitely, because of lack of English language, I'm not interested to go for the first PUC. My continue to my education. I studied till 10th Kannada medium, but I thought to stop. But yeah, because of Vidya staff's help, and they guided me, and I took an opportunity to study. I completed my graduation, and I joined in a corporate, and my family is also now stable in financially. That's the main thing when it comes to poor families. And even my mother, she stopped to working now. My auntie is also is there. She's also stopped to working now. They are taking rest. Definitely, we are working. So this is all about with the help of Vidya only happened. Yeah, next 40 years, it's already a 40 years celebrated. So I want to see how Vidya is celebrating 40 years. Same thing has to happen in our entire states in our India, and in entire rural in our India. How each Gram Panchayati is there in each villages. So that should be Vidya NGO. NGO has to opens their branches and expand their visions in all over India and across the nation as well. And I can assure that we are there. We are there to continue the vision of Vidya, the dream of Vidya. So this word I can say, ma'am, from my side.
How wonderful is this? If it is the dream come true for Vidya, if the alumni of Vidya continues with the dream of Vidya, that is a wonderful story telling, Hemant. I wish you all the best. I would love to hear before we end, what is your dream for yourself?
Yes. Yeah. Basically, my dream, like I was very interested in teaching something. It is not as a professor, it is not as a teacher, but I want to share my knowledge to somebody, those who are lack of that knowledge. But yeah, currently I'm working in corporate, but that's the situation. I don't have any other option. I need to earn, I need to take care of my family. So currently I'm working in corporate, but still I'm taking many volunteering activities. Whenever I go to somewhere, whenever I visit to my family members also, I used to like definitely there'll be a student, like some child will be there. So I used to guide them, see, do this, do that, take initiative. Always for everyone, I'll tell that take initiative, take initiative. Definitely we'll learn something in our life if we take an initiative or responsibility. Then only we can reach some point, not like how we dream, not suddenly, but step by step we can go forward, right? So yeah, this is a word I can say, ma'am.
Wonderful. Step by step, you move forward, Hemanth. Our wishes,
Yes.
our blessings with you from the entire Vidya family. Um, Thank you. Thank you very much for taking time.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.